Hello guys, and welcome to Season 2 of the Penny Podcast. I'm Andrés, I'm in 12th grade, and I am the Coppell Student Media Web Producer.
My name is Akansha Singh, I'm in 12th grade, and I'm a staff writer.
The Penny Podcast is a weekly podcast that incorporates interview, conversational, and communal elements. Today's episode will be quite different from the rest, as we will be discussing some changes that we will be introducing to the podcast this season. If you are a returning listener, you are probably confused as to what a communal element means. To put it simply, my team and I want the Penny Podcast to be a fluctuating project which can change as listeners send topic suggestions to us. If you would like to hear about your favorite show, book, or psychic staff member, please leave a comment below on any of our Season 2 videos or send an email to me at cab8902@g.coppellisd.com. There isn't anything off limits as long as it's school appropriate.
The first section of the podcast is the CSM Highlights. It is a place that will feature stories, videos, and other work published on Coppell Student Media. Once again, if you'd like to hear about any specific CSM posts, please let us know.
The second section of the podcast is This Week on One Shot. It will be a home for all things entertainment, from the latest in Hollywood to must-see American Airlines-centered concerts. We are really big on music suggestions, so we will be running a Song of the Week segment where our listeners can send us some school-appropriate song suggestions.
The main event of the Penny Podcast is the much-loved Penny Podcast interview, in which two hosts sit down and talk to a special guest. Most of the time, we'll speak to someone who is directly involved with Coppell and its community. We've had notable students and sidekick staff members tell their stories, or why they wrote them. And we plan on interviewing interesting guests this year, so watch out for that.
That was a pretty quick episode, right guys? Thanks to our host Akansha. Special thanks to all of our listeners. Thank you all for joining us in the first episode of the second Penny Podcast season. We look forward to making great memories together. Stay tuned, as next week we will kick it into high gear.